Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is a monthly reading for January 2025 for the fire sign Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, for the reading, I will be doing a 10-card Celtic cross spread using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck, pulling clarifiers from the Elemental Wisdom deck, and then at the end there are 2 oracle cards from the Soul's Journey deck and the Sacred Traveler. So, starting off, center of your spread, you have the Queen of Swords. Crossed by, so what could help or hinder, the 8 of Wands. So interesting. So the Queen of Swords could be you taking on this energy of the Queen of Swords. If so, it's you just coming through very forcefully, very decisively. The Queen of Swords is a very, she's a very strong energy in the sense that she is very intellectual, right? She's very good at communicating, getting her point across. She has great ideas. She sometimes is referred to as the sort of the ice queen, because she can be a little frosty, right? Her words can be a little too cutting or direct, but she's honest. She's very honest. She's straightforward. There could be another air sign individual that you're dealing with if this isn't you taking on the energy of this Queen of Swords. If so, that would typically be like a more mature, an older air sign individual. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, male or female, even though she appears as the queen, but it's not gender specific. But she is she's a very, she's a great, if you're trying to make a decision about something, right, you need clarity, she would be great energy to have. And what's helping or hindering that is the 8 of Wands, which is fast-paced energy, right? Forward momentum, forward movement. This can be news coming in quite quickly. Text messaging, can be emails, right? That back and forth. Sometimes it could be any, we'll see more when we get into the reading, but this is to do with the relationship. It's, in the beginning phases, you're exchanging all of those text messages and, back and forth throughout the day, into the evening even. But if it's a job, it could be you've applied for a job and then you get the email back and then you go and then, it's that back and forth contact with somebody. It can also be travel. It's going to be travel by air. So it's fast-paced, fast-moving energy on whatever this, this Queen of Swords is. And we'll see more in a minute. So in the foundation, you have Major Arcana number 1, the Magician. And the Magician has all of the tools at his disposal, right? He has the swords, he has the wands, the pentacles, the cups, everything that he needs to manifest what it is in his life, right? So he's creating alchemy, he's bringing down from the ethers whatever he has set, whatever the wish, a hope, or desire that has been set out into the universe, he's now manifesting them, bringing them down into reality. So he's a very very powerful energy to have sitting in the foundation. It's also air energy associated with the sign of Gemini. So could be dealing with air energy, and you have that Queen of Swords at the center, but it's manifesting. So something coming to fruition here with the Magician. In the recent past, you have the Tower. This is Major Arcana number 16. And, the Tower, I know that sometimes when readers have this reading come up in a spread, they sort of view it as, oh, it's, doom and gloom. It's the worst card to have. But, I've never viewed the Tower that way, right? The Tower is all about something crumbling to the ground, like we can see here with the structure. The rocks are falling down, crashing down into the choppy waves below. But the foundation here was never strong to begin with. So it's, things are crumbling, but, it's kind of to be expected. And also, it does happen unexpectedly, but it makes way for something else, right? It clears the way for something else. The Tower is associated with the fire sign of Aries, and it's, it's always unexpected, right? So it's sort of this unexpected event that comes in that clears the path. And it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. I oftentimes give the example of you might you might find out, you go into work, you find out that you've been laid off. Yes, it's a shock, right? At that moment, you're quite stunned with the news, but if you might have been unhappy in that job for quite a while and just, wanting to leave, but not really having the sort of the nerve to do so. So it's, with this new news that comes in, this revelation that your job is gone, it's kind of forces you, it pushes you in this new direction. So it's not necessarily bad, but it is something quite unexpected. Yeah. And you have crowning you, right? Message from your high self, this beautiful Ace of Pentacles. So new beginnings, brand new, it could be a new job offer, a new way for you to make money, a new business venture. Pentacles is earth energy, so it's very grounded, everything relating to, the money that we earn, the work that we do, our family, our home, our material possessions, right? Things here in the material realm. And aces are blessings from the universe. They're, they are yes cards as well. If you've been waiting for an answer, this is the yes coming in that you've been waiting for. And near future, you have Major Arcana Judgment. That's powerful. So you have the Tower. Look at that. Just Magician, Tower, Judgment. Those are three powerful Major Arcana cards that you have coming in the month of January for you. So Judgment is, it can be needing to make a difficult decision about something. So, like a judgment call. It can also be, it's asked, you could get a call back. It could be going back to something. It's a redo. For some people, it can be a redo. But it's also, like a rebirth. So there's this, something to do with starting over or rebirth or having a second chance could also come in with the Judgment card. The Judgment card is associated with the water sign of Scorpio. So you might be dealing with a Scorpio, but there's, a decision coming in. It could have to do with this, this new job offer. It might have to do with moving, right? Maybe that would be with this Eight of Wands. That might be this Tower moment. You find out that there's movement because of a new job. Not everybody in the family is happy about that, right? But there's, which could be, why with the Tower, it's like this unexpected finding out about this new job at a distance. It does represent sort of a Tower moment for you and the family. You appear as the Page of Cups. Could be you taking on this energy, right? It could be somebody else that's playing a significant role in your life this month. If so, this would typically be a younger water sign individual, male or female, but Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a child or somebody who's more mature, childlike. Could be your own child. The pages in the tarot bring in news about something, right? So this is news about this new offering. You can see that she's focused here on this Holy Grail, this chalice that holds, who knows what it holds, right? It's going to be different for everybody watching. Could be this news about a new job, going back to this Ace of Pentacles, but it's one that is going to sort of marry your head and heart. It's going to not just bring you money, but it's also going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. For others, this could be news about a pregnancy, birth of a child. The Suit of Cups itself has to do with our feelings, emotions, relationships. So that could be that. That would also be a Tower moment, right? If you're not expecting that. Surrounding you and your environment, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, could be a person that you're dealing with. If so, this would typically be an older, more mature earth sign individual. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And, as the Earth Mother, this individual is the queen or has mastered their particular suit, the queen of the Suit of Pentacles, which is earth energy. So dealing with the money that you earn, similar to what we were saying up here with this Ace of Pentacles, right? So it's the work you do, the money you earn, and she's mastered that, right? This Queen of Pentacles is also very loving, very nurturing, cares a lot for her family, does everything in her power to take care of her family. So again, could be you, could be somebody surrounding you this month that is, playing a significant role. We have in the hopes and fears, the King of Wands. So another person, we have Queen of Swords here, right? Queen of Pentacles, Page, and now a King. Could be, obviously, as a fire sign, Sagittarius, could be you showing up very much in your element, taking on the energy of this King of Wands. Could be another fire sign individual playing a significant role this month, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And, this King of Wands, as the king of his suit, is very, he's very fiery, very determined, very good at coming up with ways to, to achieve whatever his objective is, right? He's a kind of a go-getter, great at leading projects, great at beginning new business ventures and endeavors. So, if this is taking on this energy, you could be hoping for, a lot of this sort of strength. We have the Lion here. We also have the clarity of mind, right, with the crystal ball there. You could be hoping to take on this energy of the King of Wands, and actually you have as the outbound energy the Emperor, which is sort of he's the King of Kings. And these are two very fiery energies. The King of Wands, the Emperor. The Emperor is actually, it's Major Arcana. It's number 4 of the Major Arcana. And 4 is a number in the tarot. It speaks of stability, right? Foundations. It's foundational energy. And the Emperor is associated with your sister fire sign, Aries. And, it has to do with, whereas this king, he rules over his kingdom, the Emperor rules over his entire empire. So he's holds much more power, and he's oftentimes in sort of a figure of authority. So he could be like, if you're dealing with somebody who holds a higher position, say in the job where you work, but also somebody in law enforcement, somebody in the armed forces. But he, again, if there's a decision to be made or a new project, new business venture, he is the energy that you would want to have or you would want to embody. Bottom of the deck, you have the Devil. The High Priestess is immediately beneath it. So you have, I was just trying to check you. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the Devil, 5 Major Arcanas in your actual spread, which is significant, right? Half of the spread is made up of Major Arcanas. And Major Arcanas are, when they appear like this in the reading, it shows that there is a lot of divine orchestration at play, a lot of divine intervention. Things are very much out of your control. The universe is sort of stepping in, conspiring, putting, certain opportunities, people on your path. And things are, you are not in as much control of sort of these opportunities that show up for you. Obviously, how you interact or how you react to these things, you have control over that. But the Devil could be dealing with a Capricorn, associated with the sign of Capricorn, Major Arcana number 15. And typically, the Devil, it represents like the ties. So a lot of oftentimes unhealthy ties, or if this is a person, it would be like that tie to or a toxic relationship to that other person. It can also be things that like unhealthy habits that we have. So and excess. So things done in excess. The opposite would be, or when I think of the opposite, it would be like the Temperance card, where everything is in balance. The Devil, it's everything in excess. So, drinking too much, eating too much, partying too much, going out too much, whatever the too much is for you. There is this sort of cycle that can be quite negative or toxic with the Devil. So needing balance. So the cautionary message would be a need for balance. And I did show you beneath it is the High Priestess, which is an energy that really speaks to our inner wisdom, our inner, listening to our inner voice, that intuition, to if there's something that needs to be figured out, or to really rely on our intuition. But let's see, we'll go ahead and clarify. So Spirit, what additional messages do you have for Sagittarius for the month of January? What does Sagittarius need to know? Messages for Sagittarius for January 2025. do one last shuffle. Divide the deck. Okay, so clarifying at the center of the spread, the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands, we have the Seven of Coins on the Queen of Swords, and we have the Ten of Coins on the Eight of Wands. So there's a significant focus on how you earn your money, right? Your material possessions and wealth. And we have, crowning you again, the Ace of Pentacles. So this new job, new way for you to make money. The Seven of Pentacles is, or Seven of Coins. It has to do with taking stock of what you've achieved so far. And then, if you've been putting in all of this hard work and effort into something, whether this is a relationship, whether this is the job that you do, the work that you perform each day. It's looking at that and saying, what type of return on investment are you getting from that? Are you satisfied? Are you getting paid enough? Are you getting paid what you think that you should fairly be paid or what you deserve? If you continue down this path, whether this is with a job or relationship, is it ultimately going to get you to the 10, which would be and you have the Ten of Pentacles showing up here, which is the culmination, sort of the ultimate in that suit. And so making a decision, right? Making a decision about where you are, whether you should stay there or should you move on. With the Eight of Wands, this fast-paced energy and movement and travel coming in, you have the Ten of Coins. So yeah, there's this movement, this change, this, forward momentum is going to make you get to where you want to get with this Ten of Coins. So moving you from the 7 to the 10, there's progression there. So if there's should I head in this new direction? The answer is yes to that. So if that's something you've been considering. Clarifying the Magician card. So this is the Ten of Wands, which, again, tens are endings, right? I've mentioned that. So the Ten of Wands, it's the ending to a particularly long, tiresome, tedious cycle. You can see the poor woman here. She's, carrying the wands up the hill, right? She's looking quite exhausted. While she just had one wand, it was probably fine. But now that she's laden with 10, it's a difficult journey up this hill, right? But she's nearly there. So it represents, this nearly at the ending of something. So it's a cycle ending out. So if things have been difficult, and you do have the Magician, it's just clarifying the Magician, which is an ace, right? It's a number 1 of the major arcana, which is an ace, new beginnings. So yeah, you're seems like you've been at something for quite a long time. And, however this ties into your own life with so many people watching, obviously each situation is going to be different. But there's going to be like a sudden change. Things are suddenly, it's like, boom, snap your fingers. And it's like almost overnight, things are going to improve, right? And you're going to start seeing tangible improvements. We have the Queen of Coins clarifying the Tower. So, this is a repeater card, right? The Queen of Coins would be the Queen of Pentacles who shows up over here in your reading. So there's this major, upset or out of the blue Tower moment. It's related to a new opportunity that is definitely going to be more beneficial, right? And it's going to than what you've previously experienced or known or been going through. Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Strength card. This is major arcana number 8, associated with the fire sign of Leo. And, this is all about having the inner strength and determination and drive and ambition to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, right? So sticking with, however difficult it might seem, especially with this unexpected Tower moment, just you have the inner strength to achieve whatever this, 10 of Coins is for you. On Judgment, this Judgment call, which, like I mentioned, it can be sort of a decision, right? A judgment call, so actually making this decision. We have the Page of Swords, which this is news coming in quickly. So very fast-paced, right? With the the Eight of Wands, this Tower, lots of fast-paced energy. The Page could be a younger air sign individual, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, who brings in news about something. But it's quick pace, fast moving. The Suit of Swords itself has to do with communication. And, this is, and we have the Eight of Wands as well, right? Which is communication, fast-paced communication. So a lot of, things really start to pick up, I think, for you this month. Wow, that's beautiful. So clarifying the Page of Cups, which is you have the Ace of Wands. So another ace, you have an Ace of Pentacles in the main spread. Clarifying, you have this Ace of Wands, which is, this is that new beginning, right? This is that spark, can be the spark of inspiration. So the new business venture, new creative endeavor, project, could be the new job offer. Aces, again, they're yes cards. So if you've been waiting for this answer, here it is, right? This is, it's everything is go for you, right? Especially towards the second half of the month. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory. This is, victory after a battle. In the traditional deck, there's somebody coming back from battle, right? And wearing this one, obviously, she's also wearing the laurel wreath. But you're the victor, right? So you've fought hard, and now you are finally, you're winning here. So you are victorious. Clarifying the King of Wands, you have the Star card. So this is beautiful. This is major arcana energy, right? The star, number 17, that's associated with the air sign Aquarius. And it's wish fulfillment. So wish upon a star, having all of your wishes and dreams come true. It's also a card of healing, a card of balance, which, going to you can see here that it's pouring all of the water here. This is sort of a very beautiful, uplifting energy to do with your hope. So you're hoping for healing. You're hoping for, whether this is, actual physical healing or financial healing, you're having your wishes come true. Now, on the Emperor, we might pick another one after this too. So the Nine of Swords, this isn't the greatest of energies, right? I would consider this to be like the worst card in the tarot, even more so than the Ten of Swords, which oftentimes looks a lot worse, because it's that mental anguish, right? We can see the woman, she's sitting up in bed at night, right? It's that overthinking, can't rest, can't relax, can't sleep, because she's in this mental prison, just going over and over and over things in her mind. But it is just in her mind. This is just cerebral energy. So possibly with it clarifying the Emperor, there could be a need for you to get out of your mind a little, right? Just, you have all of this very fiery, go-getter type energy of the Emperor and the King of Wands. Don't allow yourself to fall back into negative thinking. I will pull one more on that. Yeah. Just clarifying again. So we have a repeated card, Eight of Wands. It's fast-paced energy, right? So things will start picking up. So try not to allow yourself to fall into that negative, repetitive thoughts. And clarifying the Devil, we have the Nine of Wands, and immediately beneath we have, this is the Fool, major arcana, the zero of the major arcana. So Nine of Wands is like, there might be one final challenge that you have to face, right? It's the wounded warrior. It's like, what else do I have to go through before I finally can finish out this cycle? So you might be faced with, one or two difficult things you have to deal with, like unexpected hiccups or hindrances, but nothing major, right? Just know that there is this brand new cycle, and that's very obvious in the reading. And actually, a lot of the readings this month have been very similar. I mean, different cards, but very similar messages coming through. So it seems like, the start of the new year is definitely bringing in a lot of new energy for a lot of people, right? For all of the signs. I would also encourage you to watch not just your sun sign video, but your moon and rising signs as well. That way you'll be able to get, a fuller, more complete picture overview of what you have in store this month. So now looking at the 2 cards that came out from the Oracle decks, we have Discovering Truth. You stand in the truth of life. And we have here this image of, one traveler on this path, the other travelers heading in the opposite direction. So there's something to do with that's come up, over and over in this reading, like travel, movement. You could be moving away from people, going your different ways, going in this new direction. And I will, in a second, I'll read a more complete description from the guidebook. From the other deck, we have Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And we have beautiful yellows and oranges, sort of fiery colors on this card. I won't read the entire description from the guidebook because they are quite long. But looking first at Denial, I'll see if there's anything else that could add to the reading. It says, it's time to open up and be completely honest with yourself at this present moment. Buried fears and resentments, they do not die. They merely fester and cause disease. Only by bringing them to the surface and examining them in the light of day with love and compassion will you banish them from your life. Learn not to bury painful emotions in first place. Deal with them as they come. Don't hinder things by placing emotional landmines. Yeah, so it's all about embracing, right? Embracing love, compassion, and just banishing, fear from your life, which if you are going off in this new direction, it can be a bit tricky, right? Sometimes and that's I think this 9 of Swords energy, we can sometimes get into that negative thinking. And it's very detrimental. So try not to allow yourself to fall into that. Okay, we have Discovering Truth. Listen to the wisdom that rises from your soul, even if those around you don't agree. Trust your instincts, be yourself, whatever the situation, and respond from the authentic place inside. Live your truth, walk your talk, listen to your inner guidance and follow it. And if you are facing a decision and your mind, and we had that, where do we have the decision? Well, all of this, right? I was talking about decisions possibly, right? With this new opportunity coming in. It says, if you're facing a decision and your mind says one thing and your heart says another, follow the dictates of the heart and you will be on the right path. Often the hardest thing about living your truth is discovering what it is, so it's important to slow down, be quiet, and listen to the whispers of your soul. Yeah, so change is in the air, right? The change is coming. So I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light. Bye for now.